Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we're playing live today because Arena Cube Draft just barely came out, and I am so excited to be testing this one out. Cube is really fun because they just take the best cards or the most interesting cards and throw them all together, and this is from everything from Historic all the way up through Standard, and I'm really excited to see what they did with this Arena Cube. There's a lot of fun stuff to be doing in this one, and so I don't have any game plan. I took a peek into the card pool of what we're gonna be playing with, but I've not come up with any like specific strategies and anything like that. I'll probably just be going as we're playing through and try to do the best that we can. And so we're gonna start jumping into the draft. Here we go. Let's see what is up with this. All right, and it is a line. So if anyone is on right now, go ahead and jump in. We'll see if we can actually get together here. Well, there we go. Testing a vampire deck you're on. Yeah, vampires and historic are pretty busted, and I think the new veto card is going to make them really good. Emisizzle, that sounds kind of fun. All right, everything is really good here though, so let's see. Midnight Reaper, I feel like you can never go wrong with. Priest of Forgotten Gods is harder to build around, and we don't have to jump into something right away. I like Judith just for like the aggro side of things as well, but it's two colors that I'm already like looking into. Which one's better, Midnight Reaper or Priest of Forgotten Gods? I feel like Midnight Reaper overall is going to get more stuff. Dude, what's up, Devin? How you been, brother? Welcome. Man, the first pick is always the hardest one to be checking out here. Trying to think of what else we have here. We have Captain Sisse as well, which is all about the legendary stuff. I think that I prefer Midnight Reaper here over Priest of Forgotten Gods. I mean, removal though, and we can try to build around it. I don't know, Midnight Reaper, that's a tough call, really. Jumping into these uncommons, we don't have to choose what we're going for just yet either. Siege Gang Commander works pretty well with Priest of Forgotten Gods. Tajik is a good card in general. Mace of the Valiant, kind of meh. Let's see here. Birth of Meletis could be nice if we're going into the Orzhov colors. My phone? Yeah. Here you go. Devin says hi. Yeah, I do think Midnight Reaper has more cards. I don't know. Priest of Forgotten Gods, if you build a deck around it though, outvalues like crazy. Ooh, Captain Lannery Storm. I miss this card. It's such a good card. Love it. It's not as good in this format, I guess. Golden Demise could be interesting. And we're not stuck on any colors just yet either. Vraska is also really powerful. Zoni also kind of decent with. I mean, we don't even have to build just off of Priest of Forgotten Gods either. I could go mono red aggro if I wanted to. There's actually been quite a few good cards with that kind of idea. Captain Lannery Storm is so fun. I love Captain Lannery Storm. How the heaven are you? Who says stuff like that? So Vraska here, and try to go towards that game plan. Like, this is where we have to start actually trying to pick around what we're wanting to do. I like to be more aggro personally, so I wanted to pick up the Captain Lannery Storm. It kind of keeps us still in the black and red a little bit easier, and that makes that a pretty easy pick. What else do we have here? Dorat the Perfect is a pretty cool card as well. But I mean, Tectonic Giant is busted in a limited format especially. I'm not sure. I mean, there's going to be a lot of really good cards, a lot of good stuff out there. Jundamount. Yeah, I think that we can go a lot of different ways with this. Priest of Forgotten Gods, of course, does really well in these colors. Phyrexian Arena, Shivanfire, Tybalt. I can go Boros as well. Jump into Tithe Taker. I feel like Phyrexian Arena, though, is should be really, really good here. We'll have that as the pick. I love that you can do this where you can kind of have the pick and then confirm the pick. Tide Taker is powerful. Going Boros could be a lot more aggressive, but I think I've been liking what I've seen. The nice thing about black and red is that we're going to find really good removal in this. And I have to remember, this isn't just like limited. This is, people are going to have good stuff. So we have to find good removal, not just, you know, your typical deal 3 damage. Like Shivan Fire is a pretty good removal spell just because it's versatile, but we'll see. Yeah, current standard has been very weird lately, and most people I think kind of stick with EDH in general. I think it's always fun for the first like month or so of building new stuff, and then honestly I don't tend to stick around as much. Ooh, Helm of the Host. If we're trying to go for fun, I'm gonna snag that up immediately. If we do try to go Jund with this at all, Temple of Malady, my lady, could be useful there. Golden Egg isn't a terrible draw, but I mean, it's not Helm of the Host good, you know? I don't think Electrostatic Field is great here. I mean, if we ever do get Helm of the Host onto something in a limited format where there's not going to be quite as consistent removal, quite as consistent whatever, this can definitely just win games by itself. So I think that we do snag the Helm of the Host. Oh, Embercleave? Oh man, this is a busted hand. All right. Or yeah, this is okay. Embercleave or Spawn of Mayhem. I mean, I think you have to go Embercleave if we're trying to go for any sort of aggressive type of play or line. But Knight of the Ebon Legion, Spawn of Mayhem, like these are all cards like we need to curve out on the early turns with Knight of the Ebon Legion. It looks like a lot of red and black are coming my way as well. So I mean, I'm not terribly worried here about finding more stuff like that. Ox is great here as well. Dude, I think we're actually picking up a pretty sweet deck. I mean, it's more mid-range than I would like it to be. I think we need to find more early drops. Spawn of Mayhem is fun with Helm. Oh yeah, that would actually be really fun. What's up, Spank Me? How you doing, man? Sorry, I always say man without ever thinking about it. Dusk Legion Zealot, I feel like just curves out a little bit better here. We could grab some untapped lands, only to cast a creature spell. Ancient Ziggurat could be pretty nice. I think we go for lands later. It seems like there have been quite a few good lands here showing up here and there. Clockwork Servant is always good. Steelovers here, not as great. So I mean, yeah, I think we just grab the Clockwork Servant. If we get the Adamant on it, it gets a draw card, and a 2/3 body is still not terrible. I am thinking a little bit more on the lines of other stuff here. Golden Demise, Crucible Worlds. I mean, every once in a while, especially in a more limited format, even though this is a lot of really good stuff, it's possible this will get up to the City's Blessing. So I think we just snag that up, and we may side it out or something like that. Do we know if this is best of 3 or what? And we'll grab this, but I don't think I'm actually going to be using it. Is it worthwhile to splash into other colors right now? I mean, drawing cards is not bad, right? Okay, Shivan Fire. Weatherlight, sure. Ariel. Bantu is sweet. Fires of Invention. Ooh, Ingress Rampage as well. All right, this is a sweet bonkers type of hand right now. I mean, God Eternal Bantu is really powerful in this format. I feel like Fires of Invention as well. I mean, that's probably just got to be the pick, right? Especially because we're playing a bit more like mid-rangey with this hand. I think we got to grab the Fires of Invention. Bolas' Citadel, Rotting Registrar, Torbrand. Dude, these are so good. I think we're trying to go for the more mid-range style play, which I feel like Rotting Registrar fits that the best. Pelmar Knight's not bad either. To any target, and it has flashback. Let's go Rotting Registrar. It's definitely the bestest here. It's banned, but it's in cube, man. It's banned in standard. This is everything. Creatures you control have flying, first strike, visions, trample, haste, and protection from black and red. Protection from my own colors might be interesting. Giant's Immolating Inferno only if you have legendary sorcery and stuff. The Blood Liturgist isn't terrible, but we already have Priest of Forgotten Gods. I don't think I'm playing on anything like that. So it's either better or we might just do this one. I mean, if we do ever get that on the battlefield, it's game ending, right? In the semi-limited environment. Ooh, Brood Moth. I don't think I can go splash into white. I already have a little bit of white though. It's probably better to grab like Duress. A Crow in War is actually pretty busted as well sometimes. So it's the Crow in War, or we try to splash into white with Mothra. Mothra is really, really powerful. The Memorial? Did I grab the wrong thing? Scorching Dragonfire, Demon Lord, Bells Unlock with our Fires of Invention and everything like that. That actually can be really powerful because we have a lot of 4-drops in this deck right now. But making sure we can get up to big things is actually pretty nice as well. All right, we're gonna find more removal. Like pack 2, I'm still trying to grab like more bombs if I hit them. That's typically how I play. All right, so Castle Lockbane or Treasure Map. I feel like Treasure Map almost better. We have a lot of things that are already dealing damage to us a little bit here and there. Helm on the Demon Lord. Oh my gosh. Draw all of our deck and deal damage to ourselves. Castle Lockbane. Like I don't have to slot in anything for it. Like that's the biggest thing is I don't have to take the slot of anything else. The ability to splash into white isn't bad here. Nothing else is really good. Heartfire, I guess. Heartfire is pretty powerful. I don't think I care about having the aerial. I like just sticking with 2 colors as much as possible. E-Spark is a reason to not, though. Black Raiders Forge, how many legendary things do we have? 1. It's probably not that. Let's go ahead and grab up the D-Spark right now. I mean, Black Blade Reforged for 7 mana, equip it to something. I think that we go here. Ingress Rampage came back. We were definitely snagging that. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, if I can stick with 2 colors, I'm preferring that for sure. Devil's Play. We can still splash into white for the Mortify. We keep finding a lot of these lands, but they're kind of not being able to be grabbed here. Mortify is really powerful. Let's go here. Mortify. I actually prefer like this will go into sideboard, I guess. Yeah, let's bring this into sideboard. I don't really love any of those cards that much. Furious Rise. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature power 4 or greater, that actually works pretty well with our stuff. Exile and be able to play things. Sure. A little bit of card advantage. Thalia. All right, so we're sticking with the Mardu colors. Not completely in with it, but Thassus and no one gets it. Yeah, basically. Cryptic Cave's actually pretty decent with this one. Alrighty. Crypt Breaker is good. It's really good. I mean, it can win games just by itself. Skewer the Critics is nice. So it's either Karn or Crypt Breaker here. Danto Vanguard as well if I'm trying to go more aggro. If I'm splashing white. I really would like to take out white if I can. So Crypt Breaker for the build to go ahead by itself. Karn is just so value. We need more early game. we're going to go aggro, huh? Oh, that's a tough choice. Yeah, Karn. I think Karn is definitely the best as Sephara. Oh my gosh, dude. Gray Merchant. I have a lot of black stuff in here. I probably will snag up the Lightning Strike. I have like 0 removal right now, and we're coming into the last pack. Citrus Supplier is decent, but I feel like Lightning Strike or Gray Merchant, and I have so much in the top end that I feel like I need to grab something 2-drop to have a shot here. Rob of the Rich is amazing. So is Skargan Hellkite. Holy crap, this hand. Okay. I think I'm just hoping things come back. I'm gonna grab. Let's see here. So I like to always check in with where my my numbers are, my curve. In more limited type formats, having 2s and 3-drops is really great, especially if they're great 2s and 3-drops. So I typically stick with like Rob of the Rich. I don't have like anything really in the 5-drop slot, and we have Fires of Invention. So I guess maybe we can snag up Skargan Hellkite right now. We have a decent number of like blockers and things. Kinda. Charging Monster Store is not bad either. Ruin Raider for the value. I mean, I kind of like our like mid-range type of play here. Hey, thanks so much for jumping in. Stay my name. Appreciate it. Ruin Raider, Charging Monster Sword. I don't think it's Rimrock Knight. We do have Ember. Well, I just cracked Embercleave. Yeah, Diplomacy is okay. I mean, it is kind of burn. All right, let's go for that. Why not? Sounds fun. Brain Maggot or Order of Midnight, I think. Epic Downfall as well. Those are all 3 really good cards for our deck. Order of Midnight is great, just having flyers to kind of get in damage. Brain Maggot to kind of slow them down a bit. But Epic Downfall, I think, is probably what I'm going to pick. We're so light on removal, and the early game removal is what's going to actually matter. So same thing here with like Deadweight. Although, all right, we'll take an Annex. Okay. Rampaging Ferocidon as well. Hunted Nightmare, I'm not a huge fan of. Each Extinction, so it's either. It's not either. It's this. It's so good. All right, we're going the Rakdos aggro plan. Ooh, Winota? How many humans do I have? It's Risk Factor. Risk Factor is so good. Did I already have a Crypt Breaker? I never actually grabbed that, did I? All right, so the Moor is pretty nice, but we'll go Crypt Breaker here. Gray Merchant. Yeah, even if Gray Merchant gets in for like 4 points of damage, it's great in this format. Bastion of Remembrance, sure. Aurelia would have been pretty nice to snag there. If we were going to splash into white, Aurelia would have been really nice, actually. Like, I'm going to try to not splash into white as much as possible because we have a really good Rakdos deck right now, I feel like. All right, so how many picks? I think these are the last 2 packs. Ruin Raider came back. Sweet. Okay. Alrighty then. And Order of Midnight. All right. Fight as One's also not bad. I mean, if we splash into white, Corpse Knight's not bad for us. We'll go sideboard. Did I even get my last card? Okay. So first off, let's just look at this deck, taking out all of the white stuff. Taking out things that I probably won't play. A historic card is only artifacts and legendaries, right? And we don't have that many of those. So Weatherlight's not very great here. Helm of the Host is fun. All right, we have 53 cards, so a bunch of cuts here. Not a huge fan of the Rage Hound. If we're going aggro, though, it's pretty nice. Yeah, Corpse Knight is really powerful. Like, we actually have a pretty decent deck if we were splashing into white. I mean, Thalia. I mean, every one of these cards are actually really good, but it comes at the cost of probably not hitting our lands, because I never drew, picked up other colored lands and stuff, and we have a lot of 2 and 3 draw or two cost things throughout our entire deck. And that's the thing. So like, if I was going to bring in white, I'd have to drop Phyrexian Arena. I'd probably have to drop Golden Demise, which Golden Demise is going to be kind of dead in our deck anyway, because we're trying to play the more the aggro plan. I mean, kind of. We also have like a whole mid-range plan here as well. And if we do get out Fire's Invention, then we're fine. You would splash white and include... It would be good. All right, let's see how this deck would look. All right, and then if we feel like it, I should be getting rid of cards here. I honestly, every one of those cards are worth playing. All right, so let's see what we cut now. Crypt Breaker is a little bit weaker than some of their stuff. This is the hard part. I don't even know what we're going to be cutting. We can just run a 60 card deck. We'll drop the Forbidden Fruit. We have a lot of other good stuff. 0 point Diplomacy. Furious Rise goes away. We'll just trim out all the stuff that's not really great. If we're going 3 color, Clockwork Servant is going. Fire's Invention definitely stays in. Our only mana fixing that we've got, basically. Crowan War. It's kind of removal, and we're a little bit light on removal, so that'd be kind of nice. Ariel. How many non-white removal do I have? I think I have like 4. I have Shivan Fire, I have Epic Downfall, I had the Golden Demise, and I think there's something kind of more on Ingress Rampage, Lightning Strike, Heartfire. So I mean, I have a few pieces of removal outside of white, so I don't necessarily have to stay in white. The Mortify is really nice here to kind of be able to have that as well. But I can also drop some of the things that aren't as good. All right, Akrama's Memorial. Dude, I did not expect this being in here. That is... If we hit it, because we are a really creature-heavy deck, if all of our creatures had Flying, First Strike, Vigilance, Trample, Haste, and Protection from black and red, I mean, there's some games that we just immediately win by playing this. So I feel like it's hard not to want that, at least. I mean, yeah, Thalia is good. I mean, the issue is that Thalia does kind of hose our non-creature spells as well. We're going to definitely hose other people more at times. How many instant sorcerers do we have? I mean, I could just go up to a 60-card deck. That could be a thing I could do. Lose a lot of consistency by doing that. I think just the mono red, or the Rakdos, is going to be better. I mean, I can splash maybe a couple of things. Like, so what are the main things I would want to keep here? D-Spark is the best one. Corpse Knight doesn't matter as much. D-Spark is really good here. Thalia, I mean, it's definitely not bad. Ministry of Obligation, I don't care to be splashing for. Mortify is really good. Ariel is really nice. If I was going to go up to 60 cards, I would need 20... I would want 24 lands. Which we're at, what, 16 right now? So I'd have basically this deck right here and then just add the lands to make it work. Which, I mean, we could do that. We lose a lot of the ability to be consistent and just have a better deck, though. So I mean, that's what we're going to try to avoid. I think that I have decent enough cards to lose 2 pieces of removal, because we have quite a bit of removal. I'm trying to go more for the aggro plan anyway, with some fun stuff, you know, sprinkled in there. Demon Lord Belzenlock, yeah, it does so much damage to you, but you also draw so many cards. On turn 6, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to survive to that point with it. The only side of it is that we have like Fires of Invention. We have this whole game plan of just like Demon Lord Belzenlock is on those occasional games where there's nothing that really happens the first couple turns. We have Fires of Invention. Demon Lord Belzenlock will also be a complete refiller for our deck, which we do need. We don't have as many of those. We have Ox of Agonis, we have Phyrexian Arena, I guess. We have Rotting Registrar, which kind of does the opposite. Rune Raider is really nice. Beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, reveal the top card of your library, and it's like a Bob effect, which honestly may not be good if we're playing such expensive stuff. Like, I like Rune Raider, but this will also probably kill us more than like Demon Lord Belzenlock would. So I don't know. All right, let's trim around the edges here. So I can only have 2 of these 7 and 5 drop slots, so it's probably all right. We'll drop for now the Demon Lord Belzenlock. I feel like we have really good top end anyway. Siege Gen Commander is nice, but only if we get like Priest of Forgotten Gods or something like that out. Which Priest of Forgotten Gods is powerful enough just with like Crypt Breaker, Zealot, and almost just as like a response to board wipes or removal or something like that. We can at least get some value out of it. So I can probably just cut out the Siege Gen Commander for now. It might come back in. Gray Merchant, we don't have as much black all of a sudden, and so we cut that out as well. And we really don't have that much black at all. Phyrexian Arena would help it a lot. Bastion of Remembrance, we can also lose. How many creatures do I have now? Not that many. I guess 13 is about right. All right, this is looking like a pretty good curve. This is looking like a pretty sweet deck. Let's drop the Crowan War. People are going to be slamming some pretty big creatures as well. Being able to gain control of something is pretty nice. We don't actually get to swing in with it the turn we get it, though. We have to wait with it this one. Yeah, Helen's probably cuttable. I'm holding on to it for the fun, though, you know? Hey, what's up, Justin Classic? Good morning. Just for the sake of fun, I would cut Karn over the Helm of the Host, just because, again, like I recognize it's 9 mana to be able to do anything, but oh boy, do I want that to happen. But yeah, you're probably right. What do we think about the Memorial? And we're almost just like a mono red deck here. I still think that our deck is pretty solid here. I do want something on the top end. If I was going to choose between one of these, I'd probably go for Demon Lord Belzenlock back in. And we do have this whole game plan of just kind of going big, kind of more mid-rangey. And I'm fine with going for that plan. Sword Point Diplomacy will also help us maybe find some lands. We need to cut something in the 3-drop slot. Rampage and Froston can also hurt us quite a bit. But stopping life gain, I'm not sure how much stopping life gain will actually matter in this format. We're dealing a lot of damage to ourselves as well, but I think overall it's fine. Risk factors for Point Diplomacy is really nice. I'd probably cut Rune Raider. With how expensive our deck is, I don't want to be taking 7 from that. We have quite a few other ways to be drawing cards throughout this deck. I need to keep at least 13 creatures in this deck. I want our main win condition is through the creatures, and that's about the right number, right? We can maybe cut 1 more. Let's drop. All right, if I was going to cut a 2-drop, it was going to be the Rage Hound. Really not that great. All right, so now I need to keep all my creatures that I got. This is feeling like a pretty good early game. I love Captain Lannery Storm. It's one of my favorite cards. if we get to be on the play and swinging with this a couple of times, the mana ramp is great for everything we're trying to do. And she's just awesome. Putting Embercleave onto that would be fun. You win more by going second? Interesting. Oh, with Garuda. That's really interesting. What's Cryptic Caves? If I have 5 or more lands, I can sack it and draw a card. Yeah, that's still worthwhile. I have 17 lands. We're a little expensive, but I think Karn, everything like that will help us hit our lands. All right, what do we cut? 2 more cards. Or at least 1 more card. I'm fine sticking at like 41 or something like that. That doesn't bother me as much. The cuttable cards are probably the Memorial. Maybe Risk Factor or Rampaging Frostodon. And not a whole lot of cuttable cards here. I could just go up a land here as well and call it pretty good. Like that, I feel like we'd have a pretty consistent game plan still. Like the whole thing is trying to do what we want to be doing, and I think that our deck is actually pretty well set up. And I'd actually almost rather add some lands anyway. All right, so let's add a mountain. I think we're gonna go like that for now. I think that'd be fun. Could I also add 1 more land and add in Helm of the Host? All right, we're going for the fun. A 45 card deck, I don't feel like it's too different here. How many lands do I have? 18 lands. Average is 3.3. So I probably should be up to 19 here. I don't want to draw way too many lands though. I think we need more mountain stuffs. Yeah. All right, we're doing it like that. We're going for the fun. I'd rather play a 45 card deck and make sure that it has all the fun that I want in it than just cutting down to 40 cards every time. All right, here we go. Getting into some gameplay. Mephisto, bring it on. Come to my Fisto. Oh, that's fun. Ooh, MTG Assistant upgraded their stuff. That's pretty sweet. I like this look. I mean, I don't think it was meant to be in a deck with this many cards as often, but this looks good. I feel like this deck feels really good to like the way that I like to play. All right, Routing Registrar, Tectonic Giant. I'm fine discarding this to Registrar for this game. That's a very aggressive hand. Priest of Forgotten Gods is a little bit weak, but we're gonna keep it. I mean, and that's the issue. I feel like Priest of Forgotten Gods isn't as good in our deck as much because we're playing a lot more like mid-rangey stuff, but if we ever get to use the ability, it's so nice. How many lands did I put in? Are we at 19 lands? 18 would probably be okay at 45. I mean, typically 17 is like if we're playing a lot of bigger things, and we are playing quite a few big things. So I think going up to 19 for going up to 45 cards is probably better. It's a tough call. Order of Midnight. I think we still just go Routing Registrar, Tectonic Giant. I think between those plays, we're gonna probably end up winning. I can hold on to Shivan Fire. No attacks, pass the turn. I mean, that's a big boy. It's gonna be hard to deal with. don't think Cardboard Live is working. Bummer. Do they have removal? All right, so let's get rid of Memorial. Man, we're hitting our lands too. Yeah, okay. It's a really expensive card. Doesn't make sense to play. I'm gonna land away from the kicker, so swinging with Reggie. See if they'll take it. All right, just going for the chump block. That's fine. All right, and the giant. That's the turn. So board wipes are in this format. If someone's playing like a control deck, there's a decent chance they will have things like board wipe. Priest of Forgotten God, again, we're just going to use it as kind of like the filler slot here. Pass to my turn. So I can use Shivan Fire here and kill Taranika. I don't really want to lose Order of Midnight because that helps us bring back good stuff. Only creatures from the graveyard. I feel like if I drop this right now, we get pretty far ahead. If I just play land out, Shivan Fire, I mean, there is a chance we still hit a land. I mean, I could even just kill this and still be pretty fine. So let's drop the land here and see if we can find another one. There you go. Life is great. All right, I don't think they'll have a counter. We'll see. I mean, they're holding up lots of mana, so there's a lot of things that can happen here. All right, kill the Taranika. Is Settle the Wreckage a thing right now too? I did see a Settle the Wreckage. I guess we hold back Priest of Forgotten Gods then. I mean, Tectonic Giant with Rotting Registrar is amazing because I can draw the 2 cards and have stuff to play. So, I mean, I guess we do this. We pick one of them. Yeah, I like that. Settle the Wreckage is definitely a potential thing that could happen here. Yeah, okay. 2 lands or Priest of Forgotten Gods here. I get to play Order of Midnight out and get something back. Actually, I get to pull one of these guys back. So, target you, submit 1. I don't get to use the mana this turn, actually. That's fine. I'd rather have him in the graveyard, though. Oh, man, I want to play that. Decline, I guess. Please, instant speed. No. You like the Order of Midnight art? Yeah, it's a good art. It's good art. I dig it. Intriguing. All right, let's go Dusk Legion Zealot first. Just see what we can draw. Some fodder for Priest is pretty nice as well here. Crit Breaker's not bad. Lightning Strike. Do I swing in for 1? I mean, I guess we hold up the Priest of Forgotten Gods again, right? I could hit this, bring... And Crit Breaker is so good if it goes off. But I could bring back Tectonic Giant probably. And draw a card and get some more stuff. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Priest of Forgotten Gods was the card I was worried about the most having value in our deck, but it's actually been working very well for us. Yeah, I think it's Tectonic Giant. It has, Routing Greater Star is big, but this gives us the most value, I think. And it still can hit in for 6. Sacks main phase. Good sign. Good sign. Is this before they draw? Riz the Redeemed, eh? The Crowan War with Priest of Forgotten Gods and Riz is kind of fun. I only get to play one of these things, though. I mean, play this, Order of Midnight, sack. I need just 1 mana to be able to use this to draw a card. All right, we're just gonna do this. Okay, take that. Order of Midnight. I still have it for the next turn. I didn't mean to tap the Cryptic Caves there. Yeah, we don't have to do it right now. Pass the turn. I can get in for some damage first. Dude, our deck has been feeling so good. All right, pass to my turn. Ooh, and Phyrexian Arena, which we're just drawing so many cards. All right, attack in. I mean, these are gonna die anyway because of the, actually, I guess we untap, but that's fine. All right, sack these. Tectonic Giant. Phyrexian Arena. The only card I had for 7 mana is already gone, so I guess we go ahead and grab. I can do that at instant speed. Pass the turn. Dude, this deck is just feeling so good. And with Embercleave on the next turn as well. Oh. The 3 damage could be nice here. I guess finding a creature is probably more important right now. Yeah, I mean, the Hellkite is like the perfect answer for what they've got, so that's at least nice. Ooh, and Castle Lockthwain. Dude, I'm loving this deck so much. Heartfire. I only get 2 red mana at the moment, though, unfortunately. We have more mountains than swamps in this deck. Just a reminder, everybody. So I can Heartfire, kill Archon of Sun's Grace, Castle Lockthwain. That's not a bad turn. I think getting rid of this is important. They seem to have a lot of enchantments and stuff. We can deal with a 2/2 flyer. If I hit mountain here, it'd be pretty nice to play this right now, so I can play. Actually, I've already played land, huh? Pass the turn. Just kidding, just kidding. Ooh, Curious Obsession. Taking 3 more, taking 6 this turn for this, and then 7. I mean, drawing cards is really good, but only if I know I have removal, which I can't remember how much we have right now. All right. This is going to be painful, but I do think that we go ahead and go for it. I mean, even Embercleave just on Priest of Forgotten Gods, we're winning the race. Just kidding. Oh, I forgot I only had 1 turn for this Skargan Hellcat as well. Risk factor, epic downfall. I guess we Embercleave. Might as well. We're getting in for 4. Risk factor is a lot better if I'm threatening the damage as well. Dude, this deck feels so fun. Dude, yeah, those are some sweet pulls, Devin. That was awesome. Is that a staggering insight? Or the love? All right. Okay, Karn. I can create a 2/2. We're not dead in the air. What removal can I actually find? I mean, we don't get it this turn anyway. Guess we tick up. Oh man, Rampaging Ferocity kills us. Basically, we're dead to Phyrexian Arena as well. We have to keep this back to block Benelish Marshall. And this is a close game. I guess we could have played things a little bit differently. Take it. Risk factor. I think it's over. The Phyrexian Arena means that we can't survive. Stopping him from gaining life is something, but yeah. Fast turn. We will concede. Yeah, they deal 5 to us. We take 1 there. That's 6 before we have any chance to gain life. So yeah. What's up, Alistair? How is everyone doing today? All right, not starting it off super well. I do like our deck though. Like our deck was drawing lots of cards, putting a lot of pressure on. They just, I think I should have played the Skargan Hellkite even with what's it spoken on. But I mean, they drew into Curious Obsession, Staggering Insight, and all of those things onto the Arcanist's Grace would have been really bad. So I don't know. I in hindsight, I'm still okay with how we played. If we find red mana, this is an amazing hand. Even on the draw. I mean, Ferocidon on turn 3 is not terrible. We still have our black mana. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Yeah, more aggro. That's basically how I play. I almost feel bad about it. All right, we can cast 2 spells in this hand on turn 3. I mean, if they're playing a bunch of tokens, Rampaging Ferocity is going to be pretty nice. That's not the color that we wanted. Crypt Breaker as well. All right, Rampaging Ferocidon. I mean, even if we just go like Risk Factor, Crypt Breaker, that's not a terrible next turn. I'd like to get out the Giant if possible, though. Taps it, that's cool. They can't gain life, that helps a bit. Man. Again, can't gain life, but I mean, they're going wide. Dude, if we play up against another person that has Arcade of Sun's Grace. I'm gonna be really angry. Okay, Sword Point Diplomacy. They have to pay 3 life for every card that they don't let us have. And so we just saw these 3. Which my guess is they give us everything. There's no reason not to here. They took 3 for the other one. And the land, interesting. That's really interesting. All right, we take 1 down to 15. I guess I swing in. We have Menace. They can't gain life. Down to 12. We have quite a few ways of being able to get damage through. So, I mean, we can kind of still race. Even if we do find, like, Tectonic Giant, we can do some pretty cool stuff. Lots of flyers. No blocks. Take crap ton down to 9. No life gain though. So I can Rotting Reggie. I can create a 2/2. I don't think that gets us damage through to their face quite as well though. Risk factor. They might take it this turn. We're taking at least 6 next turn. If we hit a land, we get to play Rotting Regisaur and Annex. So I think we go Tectonic Giant here. I think it's our best upside. Ooh, down to 8. Swing in. Down to 8. Pass the turn. They're at a point where risk factor, they're probably not going to take the damage from it, unfortunately. Mono White's only getting better. Yeah, they've done a lot to... I think that they needed to help Mono White, though. Mono White was really lacking in this last set. I mean, they had Heliod, they had stuff like that, but it's like... It was really strong if they curved out perfectly, which isn't as consistent. I feel like now they're going to have a lot more strength in the late game. Actually, I think Selesnya is really what got better. Selesnya got a lot stronger with this set. I'm really excited about that. Superbly excited. Divine, oh my gosh. Huh. All right, we have a few cards that if we draw them, we immediately win the game. We have Heartfire. We have Lightning Strike. Which are both 2 mana. So let's see here. So first off, no, let's tap this right. 1. So I think we have a better chance of drawing them with Risk Factor. Which, I mean, automatically they have to choose the right one, otherwise they're dead with Tectonic Giant. We get to swing in for how much damage anyway? They have blockers for Ferocidon. They have... I think Risk Factor is our best shot. Go to Risk Factor. Let's see if they forget that Tectonic Giant can even do anything. So they could just take the 4 here. But we have Heartfire. We have Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike is not quite enough. Actually, it is, because Crypt Breaker will get in. There we go. All right, sweet. All right, that was... Oh, that's beautiful. All right, so all attack. Deal 3 damage to each opponent. So they're gonna block here, double block Ferocidon, Crypt Breaker gets through, we Lightning Strike. And actually, we should Lightning Strike before Ferocidon dies, in case they have something. In case of lifelink. I mean, I guess they technically won't have the chance to... Whatever, it's fine. Lightning Strike the face. Whoo, man. Oh, that was beautiful. That was a close game, though. They had a lot of good stuff. The Ferocidon definitely came through. I guess I should have waited for the damage to go through. Got him. All right, sweet. Whew, man, that was beautimous. Very much a beautimous. Just a lot of gold rewards, but I mean, you can jump in for, I think it's 4,000 gold to play this. And I think they gave everyone a free first try. So, I mean, I really like this version of draft versus just like one set in general. I like that every once in a while too, because you get the more limited format and everything like that. But this, I feel like, this is a lot of fun. Order of Midnight on turn 2 is not bad. If we find land, Rotting Reggie, Phyrexian Arena, like we have a lot of value here. Phyrexian Arena kind of works well with this, where we can trigger Rotting Registrar first and then draw the card after the fact. I mean, yeah. We don't want to do it the other way, otherwise we get in trouble, is what I'm trying to say. Swamp, pass the turn. That's not a land. A 2/2 flyer can get in a lot of damage though throughout the game. If we, I mean, as long as they don't have removal, that does do quite a bit. Dreadhorde Invasion. A Pacha. All right, swing in. I mean, I think we just try to go for the Embercleave as much as possible. I mean, if we find land next turn, it's really good. I'm gonna drop the arena. We don't have any guarantee we can actually play it here. All right, so I mean, they have a blocker for this guy every turn, so they'll probably just block while they can. Yep. That's totally fine. Pass the turn, down to 15. Which means if we do get the Embercleave for next turn, we win. 5 color. Oh, this is the guy that picked up the Emisizzle. All right, so Emisizzle deck. He's got a lot of great pieces for it. The damage. This is the only damage we're actually getting through right now, so we're gonna keep this. Pass to my turn. Land. Give me the land. We'll drop the Demon Lord Bells and Luck. That's fine. Yes. All right. Attack in. Yep, just do the chump blockity block. Oh, little did you know, I got the perfect hand. Oh my goshliness, that is so beautiful. And I feel a little bit villainous, you know, but that's okay. Hey, see you, man. Have a good one. Thanks for hopping on, Devin. Siride. Ooh. No red mana whatsoever. We get an extra draw. Everything's expensive. I'm gonna mulligan that one away. That's not any better. I don't want to go down to 5 cards, but I guess we do it. Dude. All right. I mean, we have lots of removal, so keep 5. Drop. I guess Epic Downfall and... I mean, there's no guarantee we get to 5 mana. There's a better chance that we hit black mana along the way. And so, keep the cheap hand, draw into better stuff. Triome. Triome. Hey, yo. That's not cool. Takes... Probably, yeah, Priest of Forgotten Gods is definitely the best card in this hand. Alright, pass the turn. Abzan. We're at such a disadvantage just by having to go down to 5 cards that... The fact that he also now knows... cards in our hand. I'm not going to just throw this at face. We need to make sure that we can actually play the game. Castle Lockflame was nice. Bam, Iron Knight. Alrighty. If they have Fight as 1, that's gonna be really annoying. I guess we still go Shiv and Fire though. Get rid of the Knight of Malice. If we can survive to get to that and then start drawing stuff, that'll be pretty good. That's right, it was exiled. I'm gonna just play this out. Start ramping. We have Lightning Strike up. Pass the turn. Didn't hit land though. Actually, I think we have curved out so far. Alrighty. Dreadhorde Invasion. Dude, is this the exact same deck we ran up against? I feel like so many people have the exact same stuff. Yeah, it's not worthwhile to just Lightning Strike that. Not until we need to get through something. Alright, Sword Point Diplomacy. They probably give us the land and take 3 for the other 2. We get Fires of Invention. Interesting. And the land to still cast a Lightning Strike. Nice. Alright, pass the turn. I'm fine with that. We also get to draw a card with Cryptic Cave. I'll probably just Lightning Strike this once it gets a little bit bigger. Slow him down a little bit more there. Ooh, alright. Fires of Invention. Tectonic Giant. And we already got the value out of it, kind of, so I'm okay with that. Less okay with that. All that glitters, dude. Oh, this is just has to get to a certain power level, huh? Oh, that's brutal. This is an enchantment as well. So this gets up to 6 power for the next turn if they don't hit an enchantment. If we kill it, we at least get some value. Pass the turn. I mean, if I can kill it before it gets to 7, that's nice. I'd have no guarantee I can actually win the game after that, though. I mean, if I hasten with this, they take another, what, 6 from this guy? We have a blocker for the Nightmare Shepherd. Oh, it's 6 or greater. Yeah, we have to block and trade. So block, strike, hope for nothing good in hand. All right. Gains a crap ton of life. Skargan Hellkite is perfect here, though. Rotting Reggie. With a counter, block the Shepherd. No attacks. This is a good trade-off here as well. Down to 17. We're still in the game, and it looks like they're not drawing super great. I say that, but now they're going to have the perfect card in hand. Oh, man. I mean, yeah, we'll take that trade. Oh, they get it back. Yeah, it's fine. If we play Rotting Registrar, we do not get the Memorial. Oh, it's split it between 2 targets. I forgot about that. Oh, that's so good. All right. Kill both of them. Yep, yep, yep. No attacks. Pass the turn. Does this give him vigilance as well? All right, so if we hit land here, we're in such good shape. Double strike? No double strike, but protection. All right, there we go. There we go. Protection from black, all attack. So now Shepherd can't hit me. They can gain life though. Down to 10. Mech Godzilla. Alrighty then. Okay. Alright, Rotting Registrar. Does it have haste as well? Alright, let's attack in first then. Yeah, they block. This has first strike, so they don't even gain the life, and it has trample, right? Yeah, so get in for damage. They stay alive almost. As it comes back, we target there, submit 1, and 2 damage to the face. Holy crap, that was awesome. Dude, this Akroma's Memorial was awesome. That was like the luckiest play I've ever seen, and I will take it. Alright, up against Genuine Asian. We're gonna keep this. Heartfire's dead. Lots of good 3-drops though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I know it's 2-drop, but we can at least interact early game. Heartfire can almost interact. Search Force called down. Oh, dude, we have like the burn plan in hand. This is sweet. Sahile. Silly Sahile. Alright, Priest of Forgotten Gods. Honestly, Sahile's not bad for us. They created a bunch of tokens. I can kill her right now. But I mean, how much damage will keeping this out actually give us with Rampaging Frostodons? I mean, I guess Priest of Forgotten Gods is better if we don't have him get a bunch of tokens. So, alright, attack in at Sahili. Shivan Fire. Oh, it's only creature. Dang it. Jeff made an oopsie. I'm so used to everything being able to do damage to creatures and planeswalkers now, because that's what they've been printing for the last like however long. I forget that back in Historic, you don't have that ability. So major misplay there. We'll still likely be able to kill Sahili. And I really need to be getting damage in at face, but we'll go here again. Alright, I mean, if we get a killer, that's fine. This feels like a counter spell. I'd love to get out Fires of Invention here. That would be the best play possible. Let's go Risk Factor. We'll get out Fires when they're tapped down. I think they just take the 4 here. Yeah. And that's what we want. We want them to be taking 4 damage. So we can start getting in more. Shark Typhoon, eh? Hacha. That was a good turn. Rude. Okay, Start Point Diplomacy. Swing in. Down to 11. With Rampaging Frostodon out, they still can't gain life, even though in blue and red they're not really likely to gain any kind of life. So that's fine. Down to 16. Demon Lord Bells unlock. I mean, yeah. Cast it for free. For the rude. Alright, resolve. I guess you should have gone for Lannery Storm first. That's fine. We're gonna get them because we have the Heartfire. We get in for quite a bit of damage if ever they let anything through. I can draw a card, but I want to make sure I can hit 6 mana first if there's anything that does. So I guess we can do it with Captain Lannery too. Oh man, if we had resolved the Demon Lord, I should have gone for Captain Lannery first. No blocks, take 7. Down to 8. Not straight up dead next turn. Pretty darn close though. All right, let's go risk factor first. They'll probably take the damage. Dropping what, Crypt Breaker or the land? I guess we drop land. So we have a shot at lethal here. They can still have a counter spell, which would be not great for us. Get back Demon Lord Bells Unlock. You only get to cast one more spell, so we get in for if we sack the treasure, we get in for 4, bring him down to 2. All right, attack in. We got you a banhammer. Yep. So how do I not die? Killing this is probably pretty fine. I should have held up Priest of Forgotten Gods. I forgot. I just realized that if we play a creature, Rampaging Frostodon kills us. So we have to kill that as well. Do I lose the Priest of Forgotten Gods to do that is the question. I think I let the damage go through. We try to survive through Rekindling Phoenix for 2 turns, and we just Heartfire Rampaging Frostodon after we get in for 1 point of damage, I guess. I can't think of anything better that we can be doing here. I can't do it on their turn. So now we're definitely stuck in doing this. What other cards could I draw into? Nothing that does enough damage. So we have to target that. Sack here. If they have a counter spell, we're definitely done for. Well, okay then. Good game. Yeah, I had some misplays there. I should have played Captain Landstorm first. At the same time, though, the value of playing Demon Lord Bells Unlock first on that turn was that if we did draw into any bigger things with Demon Lord Bells Unlock, which that's what it's trying to do, you should be able to. I should be able to then play another really good second card. So, I mean, we hadn't seen them actually counter anything at that point yet. I knew that they probably would have counter spells, but yeah, I don't know. They just had a really good deck as well. The Rekindling Phoenix was brutal, and Trancing Melody is never easy to play around. Did not expect it. It's all good. Like, I think I played it well. Maybe a couple small mistakes, but I don't know how to. Like, I should have held up. I shouldn't have attacked in when I did. That was a major mistake, but I think that there wasn't a chance of us actually coming back there anyway. All right, mulligan. Can't even play this. I mean, if I hit black mana, we're on the draw. Drop what? Phyrexian Arena? Try to keep this. Man. I could well get into a really good five card hand. I don't think it's gonna happen though. All right, drop the Phyrexian Arena. It's the hardest one to cast in this hand. We're gonna draw all lands. All mountains, I meant, yeah. My son is trying really, really hard to get in, so I'm gonna go ahead and let him in. There we go, land is nice. Nice. I don't know how, hey, if you're coming in here, you're staying up here, man. Alright, whatever. Oh no. Bad things happened since I came. Hey, Emily. Oh gosh. No. There, bud. Alright. Alrighty then. Captain Landry Storm is really nice. We get some good ramp going on. Have to hit the Gideon. And that fixes our mana a little bit more. Alright. I mean, they had a really good start. I don't know exactly how we get away from this. Mountain Tribal, yep. I'd love to have the Heartfire right now for that.
Share in my light.
Not pumping. Really surprising there. So Priest of Forgotten Gods, if we can find some other like early game stuff, would be really nice. Home of the Host, you say? I mean, a lot of Rotting Registrars is not a bad way to go, right? Can we survive long enough to make that happen? So, I mean, there is a plan of just Priest of Forgotten Gods, kill Gideon. Not have to discard anything. I can, like... I have to do it right now, though. Let's see, I have 5 mana. I can block the Gideon, make them spend their entire turn using Knight of the Demon Legion. The issue is not being able to play anything else. Like I'm having to discard every turn after that, though. I can get rid of a major threat with Priest of Forgotten Gods here. Then Rotting Registrar into Helm of the Host. I guess I can play both of these. I guess that's the better play. Because we can at least block the Gideon, take the damage from Knight of the Demon Legion. Alright, that's fine. That's rude. Gives it vigilance. Gets to swing in. All right, so I think what we do is we swing at Gideon, bring him down to 1. And then Heartfire kill Knight of the Ebon Legion, and then we're dead. Right. Yeah, we'll concede. I think that was it. That was all. Oh, Balderdash. That's fine. 3 wins, 3 losses. I didn't get any mana fixing, which was a big issue. And we drew quite a few hands where we were stuck on certain colors, which being stuck for 1 turn, I feel like in this format's really bad. But that was a ton of fun. I really like doing that. That was a blast. Definitely worth 4,000 gold, I feel like, because that's not terribly difficult to get up to. I feel like if you can get 3 wins pretty consistently, it's at least like subsidizes it. And I think that I can get up and win more pretty often there as well.